All right, we've reached a turning point on the vaccines that are out right now. For the first time, more vaccines distributed than new cases reported of COVID-19. The read on all of this from Senator Roger Marshall, the Republican senator from Kansas, also a physician by training. So we got a double bang for our buck here. Senator, always good having you. Thank you very much. What do you make of that? This is a first now where the vaccine availability eclipses that of the number of cases.
Well, look, we're in that acceleration phase of implementing a plan. We've got 3 vaccines out there, and gosh, I think we passed 90 million vaccinations. So we're on our way. I really think we can get herd immunity by April or May if our president's team does their job and our governors do their job.
You talk about that point of herd immunity. Can you still get that when there's still a stubborn plurality of Americans, Senator, who are leery of the vaccine and don't want to take it?
I do. I would imagine 25 or 50% of Americans have already had the virus. And if we can get another 150 million vaccinated, we're going to be there. And what I really wanted to talk about today is there's lots of good news out there saying that after just one shot of the vaccination from Pfizer and Moderna, it achieves 75, 90% efficiency. And there's also good data out there saying we could delay that second shot by 12 weeks. So what I'm theorizing or asking the CDC and FDA to consider is use some real practical knowledge, some practical common sense, and say, after we get the senior citizens vaccinated, after we get everybody with high risk vaccinated, let's try to get a whole lot of people with one vaccine in them as soon as possible.
So the normal rationale for the 2-dose vaccines, they all have that feature except Johnson & Johnson's is the 1-dose vaccine. But the normal rule of thumb, 21 days after your first dose is when you should get your second dose. You say that you can actually push it out to 8 weeks or more?
Yeah, actually, the news data is saying more like 12 weeks even. So what the second shot of those vaccinations does is raises it from 75% effective to 95% effective, which is well and good. That's why our senior citizens need it. Those that are sick need it. But if you could just imagine, if there's a finite supply of a vaccine, would you rather give 200 people one shot and achieve, by doing that, probably 150 would be effectively vaccinated versus giving 100 people 2 shots and you only get 90 people. So there's a finite number of sources. There's a finite amount of people out there giving the vaccine. So I think hopefully the FDA can kind of consider this plan and give some folks back home some leeways, the health department officials, the state officials, on who to be given this next round of vaccines to. And we'll save thousands of lives.
But if you're older, Senator, I just want to be clear, you are still recommending that they not wait beyond the 21 days after a first dose of all of these vaccines, minus Johnson & Johnson's, of course.
Right, and I want to be careful that I'm recommending or just asking versus asking the FDA to consider. I do think that senior citizens should get that second vaccine as they're at most at risk. But after we get our senior citizens vaccinated, that's going to eliminate about 80% of the hospitalizations. And then I think to get this herd immunity, we need to get as many people vaccinated as we can in a short amount of time.
All right. Thank you very much. Senator Roger Marshall, OBGYN by training as well, from Kansas. All right.